Indonesia, a nation of 17,000 islands, faced a defining moment: modernize its aging air force or risk falling behind. Its F-16s and Sukhois were relics, no match for modern threats. The country's airspace, straddling the world's busiest shipping lanes, was too important to leave unguarded. The search began. Which global power would Indonesia trust for its next-generation fighter jets? Jakarta reached out to Washington, Paris, and Beijing, igniting a fierce competition among the world's top defense contractors. Military leaders wanted cutting-edge technology. Economic advisors warned of the costs. The right choice would shape Indonesia's military and its alliances for decades. This was more than a purchase. It was a statement of Indonesia's ambitions as a regional leader. The old jets symbolized the past. The new fleet would define the future. Indonesia needed a fighter that could handle modern threats, integrate with new tech, and arrive without endless political strings. The world watched as the decision neared. Would Indonesia side with the West or chart a new course? The answer would send shockwaves through the Indo-Pacific. Every move was scrutinized, every meeting watched. The nation held its breath. The stakes: national security, economic stability, and regional influence. The choice would reveal Indonesia's true ambitions. The countdown had begun. Everything was about to change. Indonesia's options spanned the globe's most advanced fighter jets. The U.S. offered the F-16 Viper, familiar, reliable, and the F-35 Lightning II, the world's most advanced stealth fighter, but at a staggering cost. France countered with the versatile, combat-proven Rafale. Europe's Eurofighter Typhoon promised air superiority and speed. China entered with the J-10C Vigorous Dragon, a modern, affordable alternative, and hinted at future access to its stealthy J-20. Each jet brought unique strengths: the F-35's stealth, the Rafale's versatility, the Typhoon's agility, the F-16's familiarity, and the J-10C's accessibility. But price, delivery speed, and political baggage weighed heavily. The F-35 dazzled, but its price tag was daunting. The Rafale and Typhoon impressed, but were expensive and slow to deliver. The J-10C was affordable, available, and came with fewer strings. Indonesia's Air Force chiefs faced a tough call: cutting-edge Western tech or a pragmatic strategic partnership with China. The future of Indonesia's defense and its place in the world hung in the balance. The decision was about more than jets. It was about Indonesia's identity. Would it stick with tradition or embrace a new path? The world waited for Indonesia's answer. The stakes couldn't be higher. The clock was ticking. China's offer was bold and calculated. The J-10C came at just $45 million per jet, half the price of Western rivals. But Beijing didn't stop at cost. China promised full technology transfer, letting Indonesia learn to maintain, repair, and even build the jets. For a nation eager to grow its defense industry, this was a game changer. Western offers came with restrictions and delays. China promised jets on the tarmac in under 3 years. No lectures, no sanctions, no political strings, just partnership. China even offered low-interest loans to finance the $9 billion deal. The package included rapid delivery, tech transfer, and political support. For Indonesia, the deal was more than hardware. It was a chance to leap forward. The West hesitated. China delivered. Beijing framed the deal as a win-win. Indonesia modernizes. China gains a strategic partner. The offer was irresistible. Indonesia saw a future where it wasn't just a buyer, but a builder. The West's old playbook couldn't compete. China's pitch was simple: partnership, speed, and respect. For Indonesia, it was an offer too good to refuse. The US and Europe stumbled from the start. The F-35's price and maintenance costs were overwhelming for Indonesia's budget. The F-16 felt like a step sideways, not forward. Both came with political strings and lengthy approval processes. Congress could delay or block sales over human rights or politics. Europe's Rafale and Typhoon were excellent, but expensive and slow to deliver. Technology transfer was limited. Indonesia wanted more control. The West offered products, China offered partnership. The old model, prestige and conditions, no longer worked. While the West debated, China closed the deal. Indonesia chose certainty, speed, and respect over bureaucracy and delay. Indonesia's geography makes it a strategic prize. Its straits control the flow of global trade, including China's vital energy imports. For Beijing, arming Indonesia with J-10Cs is a strategic coup. The deal shifts the military balance in the South China Sea, where tensions simmer. Chinese and Indonesian pilots may now train together, building trust the U.S. spent decades seeking. For America and its allies, this is a wake-up call. Australia and U.S. forces must now contend with Chinese-made jets in their neighborhood. The regional power map is being redrawn. Other Southeast Asian nations are watching and may follow Indonesia's lead. China's ability to deliver fast, cheap, and with fewer political headaches is changing the game. The dominoes could fall, tilting the region toward Beijing. The Indonesian deal is more than jets. It's a shift in power. The world's eyes are on Southeast Asia. The balance is tipping. The final negotiations were intense and secretive. Indonesia's defense minister toured China's J-10C factory, witnessing jets ready for delivery. In Washington, talks bogged down in regulations and warnings about Chinese tech. The U.S. made a last-minute offer, some new F-16s and upgrades, but it lacked vision. Europe couldn't match China's price or political simplicity. One negotiator summed it up. "We offered a Ferrari. They wanted a Toyota with its own factory." In Jakarta, economic arguments and the promise of technology transfer won out. The military's wish for the best tech was overruled by pragmatism. On November 10, 2025, Indonesia announced the $9 billion J-10C deal. The news shocked the world. China had won. The global balance had shifted. The ink is dry and the consequences are clear. China has broken the West's monopoly on advanced arms sales in Asia. The deal will reshape alliances and redraw the Indo-Pacific map. The US and Europe must adapt. Flexibility, price, and real partnership now matter most. For Indonesia, it's a leap towards strategic independence and a modern air force. But it also means deeper ties to Beijing and new risks. The world is watching as a new power rises in Asia's skies. The J-10C deal is a symbol of China's ascent and a warning to the West. Economic power and smart diplomacy now rival stealth and tech. The balance has shifted, and the next chapter is just beginning.